I think you've got to be brave. I'm sure it's a lot of pressure personally. I wouldn't have thought he was the first gay jockey to ever be around. I don't think he'll be the last.
It's not an easy thing to ever pigeonhole yourself, particularly with something that's as personal. He's unique in that respect.
It's something that I think we in racing need to be very proud of, that we've got an openly gay athlete within our sport. I think we need to be proud of the fact that we've created an environment in which Jack felt comfortable to come out, and the support that he's had since then just shows how inclusive and accepting the sport is.
He's proven that it's fine and he's been accepted, and hopefully if there is people that do want to come out and they're slightly, worried and uncomfortable, they can either talk to him. Look, it should fill them with confidence. He's still getting rides, but the fact now that he can be himself, yeah, he's definitely a lot happier.
Always. I decided to come out in 2013. I thought it would be a good thing for the sport to progress. There was no role models for people younger than me. People coming through racing now at the racing school, it's not a problem, it's not an issue anymore. I suppose it probably has hindered me coming out in some respect, because a lot of the older trainers that I was riding for at the time, both the trainers and the owners, I suppose, they weren't too keen on the idea, and that probably has affected me, but I feel happier and I feel like I'm riding better now because I'm in a good place.
He presents a very professional approach to the sport. He also has that unquashable sense of humour, which ensures that in this industry you mustn't get too up on the ups and you mustn't get too down on the downs. I think he has that quality, and he demonstrates that quality admirably.
He's good fun. I knew him before he came out and when he came out, and he was out of racing there for 3 years and we stayed in contact. But he's just a good person to be around.
Oh, I'm proud of all my kids, but I mean, Jack's probably the bravest. Never lets nothing get to him. He's loyal, and I think he gets on with pretty much everybody. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I'm trying to be as truthful as I can. He's a good lad.
The Rainbow Laces campaign is great. On the 4th of December, they go into a few jump meetings and a flat meeting. I think they're asking for the jockeys to wear the rainbow armband as well, which is great for racing, for even the fans just watching, to see that the racing industry is doing something to make it inclusive for everybody in the sport.
I think people are now understanding that this is something that we can't hold on for anymore, or we can't wait any longer, that this action needs to be taken now to keep a pace with what other sports are doing and what's happening elsewhere.
Yeah, we must do, as every sport must, more to promote diversity, but it'll come down to individuals and how much interest they've got in it and how determined they are to stick at it.
I think it's really important that diversity is not seen as an add-on or a nice to have. That diversity and inclusion really needs to be embedded across strategy within the sport and all elements of the sport.
My advice would be to be who you are and be happy. I don't think your sexuality does matter. I think I ride a horse as good as anybody else that can ride a horse in the weighing room, so I don't think it would hinder that. Maybe people do still think that, but times are changing. The racing industry is getting a lot better from 10 years ago, taking very good steps forward, so hopefully it continues.
Huh? Yeah, let them roll. Your ability, what's the difference? What colour you are or what sexuality, whether you're married, single, or, if you're good enough to do a job, then, well, it is what it is, isn't it?
My goals for the future would be to have a good winter to start with and see how I go, and then to ride my claim out, and then just to ride as many winners as I can and progress every year and be a better jockey every year. I'm getting a few rides and getting my face back out there, and a family life at home is brilliant. Everything's going very well, so I'm happy at the moment.